The Education and Allyship Program, EAP, is a youth-led project that hired youth ambassadors and volunteers from diverse communities to educate, execute, and engage equity-deserving communities to be empowered to fight racism and discrimination. Primarily, the Education and Allyship Program, EAP, strives to improve community awareness of the different forms of racism and discrimination present in Canada, as well as develop an understanding of how to be an ally to various marginalized communities through initiatives such as interactive workshops, a resource toolkit, and guest speaker series. We believe in building a strong, diverse community partnership, creating awareness, education, and resources to be empowered to fight racism and discrimination. At one of our events, we conducted some interviews. Let's hear from the community people.
Hi there. So we have a question. Do you have any experience with racism and discrimination yourself, or you have heard about someone else having this difficulty? So we have here together with us,
আমার নাম জাহানারা খানম। আমি আসছি এই দেশে আজকে 20 থেকে 25 বছর, এবং আমি আল্লাহর রহমতে কখনো কোনো রেসিজম দেখিনি বা শুধু কানেই শুনছি। আমি চাই যে সবাই ভালো থাকুক, সুস্থ থাকুক এবং সবাই সুন্দর থাকুক।
Thank you so much. The question is, have you ever witnessed racism or discrimination happens to someone else? How did it affect you? So we have here with us
Gulnaz Suzar. My name is Gulnaz Suzar.
and you can say whatever you have witnessed.
I did witness discrimination in a bank. I was standing over there in the line, and someone Asian was standing in front of a person, and suddenly she started screaming. And what was this screaming? We didn't know. She started screaming, "Why did you touch me? Why did you push me?" It was not like that. She was standing quite far away, and she was insulting with many words. And at that time, the manager came and just said that she's not good in mind. Maybe that's why she's screaming. But the Asian woman, I know her. She was a lawyer, and she turned around and said, "I didn't touch you. I didn't say anything to you. Why are you shouting?" You know what? I should call a police to take you away from here. So that thing, it kept me that when this kind of racism happens, we can protest about it when we are not in a wrong position, when we are in safe position. But many people don't know about that. But yes, there is discrimination and there is racism, because I saw it in my eyes that person didn't touch the person, but she was blaming with the lies. So where did she get the guts to say lies like that?
That is kind of like a racism we are also already talking in our BCS program. And yeah, the way she said, like, we should protest about it, whether it shouldn't have to be a violent protest, but we can just speak out our mind that, okay, you shouldn't do this. We are also people. Thank you so much. Do you have any experience with racism and discrimination yourself? We have the speaker here, name?
My name is Akhlaq Hussain. I have been in Canada for 41 years. Officially, this is not a racist country, but in underground there is a racism. It is a disease, not removable very soon. When there is a skin color is different than the white, there is a problem. They think we are the outsider. We came here, but they are not supposed to. But a lot of them, not everybody. All the people are nice. 99.9% people are okay. There is 1% there is a racism. Even in my car, there are one time 2 white boys were in my outside my taxi. They say, "Wow, how proud we are! We are so white people here. We are the white. So there is a white supremacy, white dominancy in this country, and definitely the discrimination. There is a discrimination factor. I was living in Montreal for 5 years. I experienced that in Toronto. I experienced personally that even some people, some reason they are going by, I'm driving my car, they are shouting, the immigrants here, immigrants, you are the immigrants. So this kind of abuse, but officially government is okay, government is not discriminating, but the societal problem. Society needs to be revitalized, restructure, and we have to educate them. And I also say sometimes to the people, this is not your wife. Your ancestors came from somewhere, either England or France or somewhere on the side of the Atlantic. This country belongs to the native people, not you. Maybe you came, your forefathers came, I came to my generation. So we are all, Canada is a United Nations country. People from all over the world, we are living here, we have been living here. And we didn't come according to our wish. They advertised and they opened the door for us. That's why we came. We didn't come and knock the door and come. No. There's an immigration department there. They are bringing in the immigrants, fill up the gap. So we should be more improved in this regard, not to discriminate the people for their color or their religion. But still, I am very happy. When I came, there was not many mosques here, but nowadays a lot of mosques here. So there are not many people discriminating or criticizing others who are going to mosque. But no, there is minor factor, as we said, not everybody. So after all, but still, if we don't need to protest vigorously or like violently. This is a country. Is every citizen has the same right? We should not ask anyone. But there is a part there. They think there are people, especially the old generation. They are the more internally they are more racist, I believe, because when they were here, they thought this country belongs to only the white people, not many other outsiders. So it is. They are new generation. They are getting educated, even in school, college, everywhere. All these people from all over the world, our children are there, so they know the culture. What is the different culture? So overall, it's okay. I'm happy, but there will be a factor there. But we should not protest like rudely. We have to convince them. See, the country belongs to everyone. And we came here because the door was government welcomed us. Not like we came and we are taking the opportunity. No. There are not violently attacked me or anything, but there's some people are shouting, you are an immigrant. They say so many times, you are an immigrant. Or the normal question, from which country you came from? So this is the question I face thousands of times, but I answer the other way.
I think everybody experience this question here and
there. Yeah. All that definitely. Even my Bangladesh too. I am from Sylhet. So some people don't speak Sylhet. They ask me which part of the world. So this is normal. But if it is discriminatory way, then that's a problem. Some people hate us anyway. The immigrants are taking it, but no, not everybody is the same way. So that's all. We are in Canada. I am proud of my Canadian citizenship. I have been here 41 years. My all kids are grown up. They are all educated. I wish all of you good luck and will have a wonderful life in this country. It doesn't matter who say what or which country. I say I am here, I am born here, I am citizen here. That's all. That's the answer. Always answer that.
Do you have any experiences with racism and discrimination yourself?
অবশ্যই আমি যখন কানাডাতে প্রথম আসি 2013 সালে তখন আসার পরে যেটা হয়েছিল আমি একবার টিটিসি বাসে উঠেছিলাম। সো এই বাসটা করে আমি একটু 3টা স্টেশন স্টেশন পরে যায় এবং যখন আমি ফিরে আসি, তো ফিরে আসার সময় বাসে যখন প্রবেশ করি তখন আমাকে ড্রাইভার জিজ্ঞেস করেছিল যে তুমি কোথায় যাবা। তো আমি বললাম যে ভিক্টোরিয়া পার্ক স্টেশন। এই বাসটা ভিক্টোরিয়া পার্ক স্টেশনে যাবে না। তো আমি বললাম যে এই নাম্বারে করে আমি এসেছি এই বাসে, আমি আর 30টা স্টেশন পর ভিক্টোরিয়া পার্ক আমি ফিরতে চাই। সে বলছে তুমি নেমে যাও, তুমি এটাতে যেতে পারবা না। তখন পিছন থেকে বলছে না এই বাস তো ভিক্টোরিয়া পার্ক স্টেশন যাচ্ছে। তো ওটা আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছিল যে একেবারেই মানে আমার আসার পরে যে অ্যাকসেন্টটা ছিল, মানে হয়তো বা এশিয়ান অ্যাকসেন্ট বা সাউথ এশিয়ান অ্যাকসেন্ট, ওটা ও দেখেই বুঝে গেছে, গায়ের রং ব্রাউন দেখে বুঝে গেছে। তো যখন আমি ঢুকছি তখনই বলছে তুমি নেমে যাও। ওটা একটা বিষয় ছিল। আরেকটা বিষয় ছিল, একবার আমি আরেকজন গিয়েছিলাম ক্যানাডিয়ান টায়ারে। তো আমরা জিনিসপত্র কেনার পরে আমার সাথে যিনি ছিলেন রিজার্ভ করা, তো আমরা যখন পেমেন্ট করতে যাচ্ছি তখন বলছে তুমি এই কাউন্টারে না ওই কাউন্টারে যাও। তো আমরা বুঝতে পারছিলাম না যে কেন আমাদের ওই কাউন্টারে যেতে হবে। বলছে আমি তোমাকে বলছি তোমরা ওই কাউন্টারে যাও। তো পরে দেখলাম যে সবাই কিন্তু ওই কাউন্টারে দিচ্ছে। তো আমরা কারণটা বোঝার চেষ্টা করলাম যে ওই হিজাব পড়ার জন্য এটা মনে হলো যে এক ধরনের রেসিজমের শিকার হচ্ছি আমরা আর কি। তো এরকম তো প্রতিনিয়ত ক্যানাডাতে থাকার কারণে আমরা সবসময় পদে পদেই সিস্টেমিক রেসিজমের উপরে পড়ছি, যেখানে প্রফেশনাল জায়গায় কাজ করি কিংবা কমিউনিটিতে এই ধরনের রেসিজম তো হচ্ছে। তো আমরা নিজেরাও আবার নিজেদেরকেও কিন্তু, বিশেষ করে সাউথ এশিয়ানরা নিজেরাও কিন্তু আমরা একজন সাথে আরেকজনের রেসিজম
We have your name.
আবু তাহের রাবু।
একটু জোরে বলতে হবে।
আবু তাহের রাবু।
আপনি বলতে পারেন আপনার এক্সপিরিয়েন্সটা।
আমি এদেশে নতুন এসেছি, 1 মাস হয়েছে। আমার দেশের বাড়ি বাংলাদেশ, দেশের সিলেট, গোলাপগঞ্জের সিলেট। আমি এখানে আসার পর আমরা তো ব্রাউন একটু শ্যামলারে কি বলে
না ঠিক আছে।
ব্রাউন শ্যামলা, তো ওদের সাদা হোয়াইট যারা এদেশের, তাদের সাথে দেখা হয়েছে। ওরা খুবই অমানবিক, মানে খুবই ফ্রেন্ডশিপ। আমাদের পাশের যারা আছে খুবই ফ্রেন্ডশিপ। সেদিন আমার সাথে বাগনা একটা ও তার এই একটা ডগ আছে, ডগটা ওরে জিও করছে। এই পাশের বাসার এই মহিলা ঈশা যেভাবে খান্দাগাড়ি কইরা আমাদেরকে বিলো বলতে দেখলাম যে এই দেশের মানুষের এই যে মহব্বত মায়া, এইটা আমাদের দেশ থেকে অনেক ভালো। আমরা চাই এদেশে থাকতে, এদেশ আমাদের খুবই প্রিয়, ভালো লাগতেছে, থাকার চেষ্টা করব। আর সর্বশেষে এই যে আজকে এই অনুষ্ঠান হয়েছে, এই যে বাঙালি টরন্টো বাঙালি স্কুল, এইটা বাঙালি স্কুল, এইটা আমার এই প্রথম আমি দেখলাম। ভালোই লাগতেছে, খুবই আনন্দ লাগতেছে। আমি আনন্দভাবে আমি এইগুলা মানে কাজ করতেছি এখানে, আমার খুবই ভালো লাগতেছে।
Okay. We not only have the negative discrimination experiences, we also have the positive experiences from people. It's not like everybody is racist here. People has the friendly attribution for other people as well. So it's not like we have to fight against bad things, but we also appreciate the positive things as well.
You're going to get 5 right?
We have a question here. Did you ever have a time where you became aware of your own biases and prejudice against other people? Can you describe that time?
Yes, actually I have one. I should confess today that I'm a landed immigrant. I came to Canada 7 years back. So when I first came, I was thinking that the Afro-American people, they speak a little louder and they might be a little aggressive or something like that. So one day, my daughter was running on the street, towards the street, and there was a black girl came and she saved her from going to the like not hit by the car. So that day I realized that it's not our skin color, it's not our race, it's not our background. This belongs to us, like we people. Every society has good people, bad people, and it's not about which background you are from. So that time I realized and I tried to correct my bias. And I believe that Canada is a multicultural society. It's diverse. We people from all over the world here. We call Canada home. So it's our responsibility to keep Canada any racism free.
Thank you so much. The question here. Do you have any experience with racism and discrimination yourself?
হ্যাঁ, my name is ফারহানা ইব্রাহিম। আমি 2009-এ কানাডায় আসছি। আসার পরে আমার ফার্স্ট বেবি হয়েছে 2010-এ। তো আমার পরপর দুটো বেবি হয়েছে, হওয়ার পরে তো আমি একটু ফার্স্ট্রেশন যে আমার দুটো বেবি হয়ে গেছে, পরপর এখানে আমার প্যারেন্টসরা কেউ থাকে না। তো একদিন দুই ভাই ওরা খেলতে গিয়ে ব্যথা পাইছে। ব্যথা পাওয়ার পরে আমি ওদেরকে নিয়ে মাইকেল ট্রেনে গেলাম। যাওয়ার পরে ওরা আমাকে নানানভাবে মানে কোশ্চেন করতেছে, এই করতেছে, বলতেছে যে মনে হয় তুমিই ব্যথা দিচ্ছ, তুমি টেক কেয়ার করতেছো না। তা আমি তখন ফিল করতেছি যে আমি তখন নতুন আসছি, আমি গুড ইংলিশ বলতে পারতেছি না, আমার স্কিন কালার সব মিলে মনে হচ্ছে যে ওরা আমার সাথে একটু মানে রেসিজন সুলভ আচরণ করতেছে। তো ওখানে দেখলাম যে আমার আরও অনেক পরে আসছে কিছু হোয়াইট, মানে ওদের বাচ্চাদের নিয়ে ওরাও হয়তো বা মানে খেলতে গিয়ে পড়ে গিয়ে ব্যথা পাইছে, বাট ওদেরকে কোনো কোশ্চেন করা হচ্ছে না। ওরা আসছে, ওদেরকে ট্রিটমেন্ট দিয়ে চলে যাচ্ছে। আমাকে আলাদা রুমে নিয়ে আমার বাচ্চাদের থেকে, আমার দুটো বাচ্চা কান্না করতেছে, ওখান থেকে আলাদা নিয়ে আমাকে জিজ্ঞেস করতেছে যে বাচ্চাটা কীভাবে ব্যথা পাইছে, আমি ওদের মারছি কিনা, মানে ওদের ধারণা যে হয়তো আমরা বাচ্চাকে মারছি। আবার আমার বড় বাচ্চাটা যখন কথা বলতে পারে একটু একটু, ওর কাছেও আবার আলাদা নিয়ে জিজ্ঞেস করছে যে তোমার মন তোমাকে মানে হিট করছে কিনা, তোমাকে মারছে কিনা। তো এটা আমার কাছে মানে খুব মানে ইনসাল্টিং মনে হয়েছে, রেসিজম মনে হয়েছে যে আমার স্কিন কালার, আর তখন আমি নিউ কামার আসছি, আমি গুড কমিউনিকেশন করতে পারতেছি না ইংলিশে। তো সেজন্য মনে হয় ওরা আমার সাথে এরকম বিহেভিয়ার করতেছে। তো আমার কাছে এটা খুব মানে মানে সেই সিচুয়েশনটা আমার মানে এখনও আমি ভুলতে পারি না। আমার কাছে মনে হয় যেন এটা একদম কাইন্ড অফ একটা রেসিজম আমাদের এশিয়াটিক পিপলের প্রতি, আমরা নিউ ইমিগ্রেন্ট আমাদের মানে প্রতি আমার কাছে এটা মনে হয়েছে যে খুবই একটা রেসিজম। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
So the question is, how do you think media and pop culture influence ideas of race and ethnicity? We have here, name?
Nurin. Okay. Well, like in the media and in like various like shows and like things like that, there's like a lot of like stereotypes about like certain people and like certain races and like people with like certain identities, and with those stereotypes and like ideas that are perpetuated in the media, people are obviously going to like adapt and not adapt, like develop and like think the same way that the shows and like the even the news and like things like that, like how they're like depicting certain people, and like whether it be good or bad, like it's obviously like negative. Like the overall idea of like stereotypes and like that being perpetuated in media is negative, because not like one thing isn't true about every person a part of a certain identity or like a part of a certain group.
What about the pop culture? How do you think those influences the ideas?
Definitely like with like representation, like a lack of representation in like certain, like it's the same thing with like pop culture. Like if you see someone in pop culture that's like a part of a certain group and they're like a certain way, then like people who like consume that media and like consume that pop culture, or like, you know, they're like gonna believe that about like everyone a part of that group.
They might even not allow you to participate with them in
Yes.
any kind of exhibitions or stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Hi, this is Tasneem with us. So you wanna answer this? Do you believe there is racism and discrimination in schools and in education? Why or why not?
Hi. Yes, I do believe that all the education institutes or any kind of academic institutes has the discrimination and racism in it. I personally actually experienced that.
You've been in rain.
I was doing my master's in Ryerson, formerly Ryerson University, which is now known as Toronto Metropolitan University, and I'm an international student who just came here 1.5 years ago. My first semester when I was doing my classes, it was a new experience, it was a new country with unknown peoples and unknown education system, and I actually faced my experience with a professor, and they were not very helpful at the beginning, but they showed like they care, they want to help, but when it was like the time to grade me, they were partial, they were not genuine, and they were not equal. equally, they didn't have the equal thought about me. So what did they do? They basically took my work to academic integrity, saying that I did a plagiarism, which wasn't true. She didn't even ask, or she didn't even do a conversation with me to know what is the background story I want to share with them. So that was a very huge breakthrough point for me, as I was thinking, okay, what did I do wrong? Is it even wrong for me to study in a different country? Did I take a wrong decision by coming to a different country rather than mine? I could have done my master's in my country, or I could have had a better job and better lifestyle there. So many background thoughts and negative thoughts I was having just from discrimination facing by a professor. Thank you so much. So we have the question, what is your stance on cultural appropriation? We have here Nate.
Muhammad Abdul. So my thoughts on cultural appropriation, I've mainly seen it represented through social media, and a lot of the times people are culturally appropriating cultures that don't belong to them, and it's a very controversial issue. And the reason why I think it's so controversial is because it's not a culture that belongs to you, so you're never able to fully relate to that culture or those experiences or even that trauma the way that people from that culture actually are. One example that's pretty prevalent in media is blackface, where people will paint their face a darker skin color and then walk around and parade and make fun of black people. And it's very harmful and disrespectful because, especially back then, it was used as a way to mock black people and mock the fact that slavery and all of that traumatic experiences exist. And so reminding people of those experiences is a really negative and harmful thing to do, because we shouldn't be appropriating that type of behavior or that type of culture. And so that's how I feel about cultural appropriation.
Thank you so much for believe there is racism and discrimination in schools and in education. Why or why not?
Yeah, I do believe there's racism in schools and other educational settings, because like when you are going to a guidance counselor or a teacher, sometimes they might treat you differently than your other classmates. For example, if you're a newcomer, they might just assume that you don't have English speaking skills or something, and they might just tell you to take less coursework, and then like you kind of have to delay your graduation a little, and like you're so stressed and all. That's like one of the few things, and like there's a lot more things that go around in schools like this, but nobody ever really says it because they just want to protect their own peace.
So we have the question here, how can we reconcile the tension between freedom of speech and the need to address hate speech and racist rhetoric?
So I think the main thing that we need to do, I think we should have more openness to having more open dialogue, hearing more voices, not jumping into conclusion like right away. As you've seen like online, like people do like make judgments like very quickly. Like we cancel each other more often, but like sometimes like there's like reasons behind the racism. Maybe someone actually does not know that they're being racist. Maybe if we hear them out, if we explain like our side, I believe that can actually help to tackle more rather than like canceling or jumping right into it. So yeah, having more open dialogue, I think that's the best way to tackle this issue.
Thank you.